season of growth and renewal. As the flowers bloom, sundresses come out of the depths of our closet, and iced coffee is socially acceptable once again. I like to take this as an opportunity to do a reset of all the important things in my life. I am such a type A girly, and I love to make little creative lists to keep me on track throughout the day. They're such a cute way to expand your creativity and give you a little bit of motivation. So day one, I want to focus on cleaning and organization. And then the second day, I'm going to expand a little bit with my creativity. So I'm going to start by putting on an apron. I do this every time I clean to get in touch with my feminine energy, and it just inspires me to be a little bit more productive throughout my time. Of course, I put out little touches of spring throughout the apartment and organized and cleaned all the spaces that sometimes get neglected through the weekly cleans. This was such a great opportunity to refresh the spaces that often get forgotten about and make everything clean and fresh once again. I was able to display a lot of my art and my arrangements this year, which was really, really fun. This was just stuff from my previous art shows or things that I already had and was able to repurpose. It's really great to have little pieces of yourself throughout the apartment. Now that my space is refreshed, it's time to refresh my mind a little bit. I made an action board for the month of April just to keep me on track throughout the month and give me a little bit of reminders. Then I made my homeschool calendar. This month we are focusing on farms with each week a different theme. Then I took a relaxing rose bath with some dehydrated rose petals and rose water. And then I played some Hello Kitty Island Adventure to end the night. Today, I really wanted to focus on creativity and crafting and baking, so I kept it really flowy and casual to embrace the day. This is just me and JJ starting out the morning. He is such a cuddle bug when he first wakes up, and I love to milk every second of it. I could hold this little boy in my arms forever. He is such a light. After breakfast was done, I took Wednesday on a quick walk, and I picked some dandelions while I was out. When I came back home, I put the dandelions on a baking sheet and pressed them all down evenly apart, and then I'll put them in the oven on 200 degrees for about an hour. While those were baking, I finished up some posters that I made for spring. I just tacked these on the wall. I love them so much. This is JJ's little homeschool area. I got it all set up for our farm unit this month. And of course, me and Wednesday cuddled a little bit while I enjoyed my coffee. This little dog is so sweet. Once the dandelions were dehydrated, I went ahead and put them in a jar. I just used recycled spaghetti sauce cans or jars just so I can keep recycling and use what I have rather than going out and buying something new. I don't have a lot right now, but I love this little section. Then I went ahead and drew JJ this coloring page. I know it might be extra, but I love drawing his coloring pages just so we can have a fond memory between the both of us. It's our little tradition. We colored this together. He had so much fun, and it's going to be a great little addition to his little farm homeschool section for this month. Guys, look how cute this turned out. I will never not be impressed by his artwork. I decided to make some flower thumbprint cookies. This is the first time I'm making these, and I made this cute little recipe card just so I can have it and put it in my spring recipe book. I put on this spring apron and got to work. I inherited this from my great-grandmother, and it's just such a special little memento, and I think of her every time I have this on. She used to bake so much during the spring Well, she used to bake all the time, and she had an entire house filled with beautiful floral rose items. It just reminds me so much of her. And it's such a beautiful memory and tradition that I get to bring every year. When I think of spring, I think of her. And what a better way to honor her memory than to keep her traditions alive. Spring is such a time to really get in tune with yourself and explore with recipes. This is the time where I feel most confident in stepping out of my regular comfort zone and trying things that I haven't done before. This time I'm making shortbread jam cookies. And when I tell you I've never put jam in cookies before, I'm being 100% honest. So these might not be the prettiest. There's some things that I would change about how I did the thumbprints this time. But we live and we learn. And when I tell you these turned out so yummy and so refreshing. They might not be the prettiest on the eyes, but they were so kind to the stomach. Now, I did the little fingerprints with JJ. I didn't film that because it is a little complicated to film such crafts with your toddler, but this is such a fun activity to do with your littles, and I highly recommend. The recipe isn't super complex, and it gives those kids the sensory with putting the little fingers in the cookies, and it is such a cute little memory to have with your littles, and it makes them feel so important. JJ couldn't stop obsessing about how he made these cookies. And I listened to some Lana Del Rey and had a little dance party while the cookies were in the oven. This is such a fun little activity to do just to recover from the time that we did the crafts, and while we're waiting on our food. It's so much fun to just reconnect, cuddle a little bit, and dance around the dining room. I hope that he'll look back on these moments and have such fond memories. My biggest goal is to create such positive nostalgia for my littles and have such a loving, welcoming environment that he can look back fondly on. The cookies are out of the oven, and they were so delicious. They did not turn out perfect, but they were made with so much love. I went ahead and cleaned up this kitchen space, and let me tell you, this is my favorite part of this entire apartment. It is such a space where I can reflect and rejoice and create. I love this area. I then plated the cookies in this Purex bowl. I double it as a little cake stand because I don't currently have one, and it definitely completed the display. Then I lit this flower market to bring in the spring vibes and ended the night.
Hi, beautiful people. These are my spring pajamas. I love a matching set. Oh my goodness. There is nothing in this world other than my son and my husband, of course, that make me happier than a matching set. They just make me feel so feminine and so put together. I just got this one. I actually thrifted this one. But there's a couple that I can get off of like Amazon, and they're honestly pretty affordable. I found that it's cheaper to buy a matching set than it is to buy like two pajama shirts and pants separately. Like, it's so much more affordable. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my little spring reset video. It was so much fun to just get into the season, embrace this new chapter in life. I got all of the spring decor out. I was able to get really crafty this season. You got to see how I planned out my month with my homeschool calendar. I did not include our daily routines, such as like our typical morning routine and our afternoon and night routine. But if you guys are interested in seeing videos like those as well, please drop it below in the comments. Any suggestions, I am here for it, and I am so excited for the season of growth, especially with you guys. Love you so much. Please like and subscribe. And again, any pointers, any feedback is so welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Till next time.